called out a whole press conference to call my daughter a criminal, an Homewood Flossmoor graduate with no criminal record. But Tiffany, you have one, because we used your mugshot to protest in front of your house.
My son was killed, shot in his heart, trying to go and buy something to eat. All these other restaurants y'all close, and Pablo's, all these other restaurants y'all fail to close Maxwell's. This is the only time I always come up here because my only son.
I'm here because it's been almost 2 years since my husband has been murdered. There have been suspects that have been identified. I've been getting the runaround from the Dolton Police Department.
Well, let's get it, everybody. It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity John. Dima, YouTube music. Imagine going to a city council meeting in your town. I'm assuming you would go there because you have certain issues or concerns about maybe one thing: taxation, how the town is spending your money. City finance, you probably need more things in the city, you need more resources, and you're going to probably go up there and listen or complain about that. And depending where you are, maybe the migrant crisis, you will complain about that also. But imagine this scenario. If you lived in a town or a village called Dolton, you would be complaining about that and more. What else would you be complaining about? Can I get a dun 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 sound effect? Well, the police killing your family members or friends. That's right. Now, I know this isn't unique just to Dolton. Dolton is a town no bigger than 25,000 people. You would feel like this would not be a big issue. But oh boy, everything that can go wrong in Dolton has gone wrong in Dolton. And Tiffany Henyard, who is currently the mayor, champions her ability to reach and do great things for Black women. She's the first African-American mayor of the city that is also a female. So this was supposed to usher in a new age for African-American women in the South suburban Chicago area. But it did everything but that. She may have left a stain that can never be removed. And these three women are going to solidify what I just said. These are all Black women, and all of them have had either their children or husbands lose their life at the hands of the Dolton police. And I probably believe all of them don't have any prior police records. The first person that I want to talk about is Kara Wilson. You may find her to be very familiar. Let's play her clip.
Okay, so my sister actually used my middle name because she was afraid that you wouldn't let me speak. I'm Kara Wilson. I'm the mother of Alexis Wilson, killed by Dolton, Illinois police. At the time that my daughter was killed, Tiffany stood in front of a microphone much like this and said that she stood with the cops, and they did do the right thing by killing my 19-year-old child. Not only did she not take those words back, she didn't offer her condolences. She's never said anything. The first thing she did was hire this group of security guards to surround her and PR. So the real reason Tiffany has security is hiding from accountability about what she said about Alexis Wilson when she was killed. Now, if you watch the coverage of this murder, these officers violated her rights, reached in her car, jumped in her car, and put 7 bullets in my child, 2 in her head and 5 down her side. And the next day, you guys tried to spin it like she did something. Watch the video. She did nothing to deserve this. And again, last time they brought up Alexis, she's doing what she does now. Look this way, look that way, every way, but at the person talking. You don't give a damn, and you never did, and you never acted like it. She called out a whole press conference to call my daughter a criminal, an Homewood Flossmoor graduate with no criminal record. But Tiffany, you have one, because we used your mugshot to protest in front of your house, and that's why you hid. That's why you have security. So let's tell the truth, which I know you're incapable of. I wouldn't trust this woman if she stood on a stack of Bibles and had her tongue notarized. Not a damn thing she says comes out her mouth is true. Thank you.
Say her name.
Alexis.
All right, okay, all right.
Now, if you don't remember Kara Wilson, I actually interviewed her on my channel on this particular video that you're seeing on the screen. Kara Wilson lost her daughter, Alexis Wilson, at 19 to gunfire. I will not play the clip of this. There are news clips concerning what happened with Alexis Wilson here on YouTube. But when I talked to Kira Wilson, this was very interesting that she had to say.
They come out, guns out, yelling, screaming, get out the car, get out the car. I can hear her and what I've heard her like, I'm not dressed. What do I get to get out for? I think she told them they took my money, they took my food. Why do I got to get out? So she had no idea why they were even there. No idea. Now, in 52 seconds, mind you, 52 seconds, not even one whole minute of them asking her to get out the car, this officer holsters his gun, pulls his right arm and his right leg back and prepares to punch her. He opened her door. Opened her door. Yes. And he took the step back and he prepared to punch her, to deliver those punches. So she gets hit and she goes, oh! And she's, what are you doing? What are you doing? And he punches her again. So you see her head snapping back. And this is what kills me, because the news is still reporting that they don't know if she was punched. Yet you can clearly see this man punching her in her face.
So her 19-year-old daughter that had no prior criminal record was pretty much treated like a criminal. And Tiffany Henyard has avoided this all the time. Now, you heard what she said. The reason why Tiffany Henyard has a police detail was because of the Alexis Wilson protests and outcome. After Kira Wilson stopped speaking, there was an outburst by a gentleman that was with her. And this is what happened after that.
Thank you.
Say her name.
Alexis.
All right. Okay. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, the meeting is now closed down. We need you guys to move to the door. Okay. Yeah, okay. Hey, Lieutenant, just the one that's making the ruckus. Just the one that's making the ruckus. Escort him out.
Now, again, the gentleman that's with her is saying, say her name, and you hear her say Alexis Wilson. So the police chief, Officer Lacey, is threatening to shut the meeting down at this time, which if he was smart, he probably should have done that. But he didn't. He kept the meeting going, which we all know how the trustees ended up putting out a master plan anyway at the end. So if he was actually thinking, he should have just shut the meeting down right then and there, but he's too stupid to do that. But let's go to the next person. This is a lady here who also lost her son to gun violence.
My name is Paula Ward. I know that you all know me. I was a resident of Dolton, and my son was robbed and murdered along with 4 other customers at Maxwell's. I'm not here to talk about everything that's going on. I know what's going on. What I want to know is, why isn't security still at Maxwell's? Why is not Maxwell's not closed down? That restaurant is 24 hours. Do you know how many people get killed, hurt, robbed, everything up there just trying to go buy a sandwich? My son was killed, shot in his heart, trying to go and buy something to eat. All these other restaurants y'all close, and Pablo's, all these other restaurants y'all fail to close Maxwell's. This is the only time I always come up here, because my only son, his life is still trying to buy something to eat. Y'all told me y'all passed the bill, and if they didn't have their own security by 10 o'clock, it had to be an off-duty police officer up there, or they get their own security. That restaurant is making Dolton so much money, but so many people are getting killed and hurt up there. If you Google them and look it up, you'll see how many people have been hurt. Y'all trying to fix everything else. Y'all got to fix the security first. Y'all got to get some more police officers first. This is a little village. Every time something happens, South Highland, everybody else got to come over here and help us. We too small. The village is too small, but the village is so angry now. People losing their lives for no reason. My only son is gone. I can't give him back. I can't do nothing. I have to look at Maxwell's open every day. They did nothing but sweep it up under the rug. The next morning, 6 o'clock, they still out selling food. How do you think that make me and my family feel?
This one was also very touching for me. This was a lady whose son was shot in the heart. He was just going to buy some food at a restaurant called Maxwell's. Now, we've heard about some of these bars that are being shut down, like Pablo's, but this place, Maxwell's, it's 24 hours and people are losing their lives there, and they have not added any security. And I would probably believe maybe she feels like Maxwell's is cool with her current administration or something like that. I'm not sure. I don't want to assume that's the case, but obviously Maxwell's has not been shut down. I'm not asking for Maxwell's to be shut down. I'm just talking about what this sister is saying. But the last person is going to be very touching. Let's get her clip.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nikisha Davis. I am the wife of murdered business owner Tavarus Davis. I'm here because it's been almost 2 years since my husband has been murdered. There have been suspects that have been identified. I've been getting the runaround from the Dolton Police Department. And I'm here because I'd like answers. If there have been suspects that have been identified, then I want to know why there has not been an arrest. You all posted on the media that there was an arrest. You all said something in a board meeting and everyone clapped and cheered, but you didn't say that you all released him. There were 4 individuals, including my husband, and my husband ended up being killed. So why hasn't someone been arrested in this case? I am a wife. I'm a mother of 3 children. My children and my family are suffering because of this loss. And Dolton Police, the detectives, have been sitting around twiddling their fingers on this case. This is hurtful. When I've been in contact, I've been asking questions. I've been in contact with the state's attorney's office. I'm pushing this case. I've had the Crime Stoppers come out to do additional work canvassing the neighborhood to assist the police. And nothing has been done. My husband, Tavarus Edward Davis, deserves justice. Thank you.
So this last sister is bringing up her lost husband. And unfortunately, her husband, she's a younger lady too. So we know that a lot of our people don't get married. She was a wife and also a mother of 3 kids to this fallen brother that Tiffany Henyard still doesn't have answers for. And again, I just want to say something because I've gotten so much criticism and black men have got so much criticism over the years for the things that we say about people like Tiffany Henyard. And when we talk about women in the black community, we're usually talking about somebody like Tiffany Henyard, okay? We are not talking about a good black woman, a black woman that's a good mother, a black woman that's doing the right thing. We're not talking about those people, okay? No, we're not insulting those people. Even with the black men, whenever we're talking about black men, we're talking about certain elements of black men that we want to see change in the community. So we're not talking about women like her. We're not talking about that, all right? Tiffany Henyard has failed the people she was supposed to empower, which is black women. This is the promise that she made. They're the ones that put her into the office. Who is complaining about her the most? You didn't even see one black man get up there, did you? Now, whole time that called her out. Nope, didn't need to. We had one black man that came from Riverdale that was pretty much really on her side. The people who had negative things to say about her were sisters, okay? And it just goes to show you that there is a problem in the police and that she does not care at all. No answers for any of these situations that are being confronted towards her. That woman wants to stay in that position because she's going to be broke without that money. She won't have anything else to live off of. And she don't have no business. She don't have no training, nothing. And they're exposing her for what she is. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all you do. Subscribe the bell. We're out.